Hey everybody, happy Sunday. I hope that wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you are having a really good Sunday. Yeah, I'm in front of the green screen today because it was really raining hard about 10 minutes ago when we finished filming 10. And frankly, I didn't want to get wet. It's really absolutely hammering it down out there right now. So I figured, why not? I'll come and stand inside the green screen set because, I can have pretty much any background I want. It's pretty cool, actually. Yep, I like that one. I'll keep that one. Anyway, today, what I want to talk to you about is vehicle to grid. It seems this week that everyone's been thinking about Texas and the massive snowstorm that's hit. And one of the things that seems to come back into the topic of discussion wherever there is a natural disaster is that wouldn't it be great if we could power our homes from our electric vehicles? I know it's something that I've thought about a lot this week. I've been talking to people about the Honda project where we've been asking, okay, is there a way that we can get the Honda to actually feed power back to the home? Tesla Powerwalls or any other comparable Powerball-like product are about $10,000 per unit. And if you have a pretty big house and you have a lot of electricity demands, we don't have necessarily a big house here, but we definitely have a lot of electricity demands. That means that we have to have 30 or 40 kilowatt hours of power to sustain us for any length of time, but we also need to have instantaneous power to power things like the sump for the septic pump and all of that system, as well as the water pump, because we have well water here. So in order for us to be able to drink, we need to have some kind of electricity to drive the pump. And those well pumps require quite a high starting current. Now you can get capacitor packs and all those other things to do that, but electric vehicles have massive battery packs. Right now, sitting on my driveway is 120 kilowatt hours of battery pack. And I suspect that some of you watching this have got electric cars, and I suspect some of you have a similar amount of power just sitting on your driveway, ready to be used. If you're one of those lucky people who lives in the UK, maybe you're taking part in the Octopus Energy two-way power transfer vehicle to grid project, the test program that's going on there right now. But for those of us in the rest of the world where vehicle to grid hasn't really caught on yet, it's still kind of a pipe dream for us. So one of the things I want to ask you today is how much would you be willing to pay to have vehicle to grid as standard in your electric vehicle? Maybe you think that all electric vehicles should come with vehicle to grid as standard. I do, frankly. But maybe you'd also be willing to pay a little extra to have that functionality. You know, this week, GM has said, okay, if you're buying a Bolt or a Bolt EUV, you get a charging station installed at home as part of your purchase plan. And I can see in the future V2G being offered in a similar way. So you buy a car, it comes with a charging station that is bidirectional. It can pull power off the grid and into your battery pack, or it can pull power out of the car and feed your home. I want to know how much of a premium you would be willing to pay for that functionality. And there's been a lot of myths and concerns about how vehicle to grid could maybe damage your battery pack. So far, none of the tests seem to back that up. But I would be very interested to know whether that is something that you would entertain. And if you did, then maybe that would be something that you'd be willing to pay for. For me, vehicle to grid is actually more important than something like Autopilot. I would prefer to have my vehicle provide power to my home when we have a brownout or a power glitch, or maybe when there's an earthquake. You know, I live in one of the most seismically active parts of the US. Maybe that would be something that would be useful. I mean, in fact, if you live anywhere on the West Coast, you are living in the shadow of volcanoes and you're living within easy reach of fault zones. So for all of us on the West Coast, I suspect being able to run your home from your car would be kind of a bonus. I know it would be for me. So let me know in the comments below, is that something you would expect to be included in your vehicle? Would you choose a car that had V2G above everything else? I know in Europe, some cars like the Honda E and some of the new cars that are coming out, the Ioniq 5, for example, they're all going to have or have built-in power inverters on board, which seems like a no-brainer. Why can't every car have that? So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Before I go, I want to apologise. Somebody noticed the other day that when I've got my jacket on and I'm reading 10, sometimes you'll hear a clink. It never used to happen. It now happens once or twice an episode, and I'm working really hard to avoid it. It's because I now have a medical alert bracelet as part of my watch strap, and it's metal, and sometimes it catches, and I'm sorry that sometimes happens, but at least now I have a medical alert, so if anything goes wrong, I know. This week I got confirmation that I am in fact genetically weird. I have a genetic defect, as with the rest of my family, that's caused my heart problem. So that's kind of interesting to know. It just means I have to stay clear of certain medications, and there's certain foods I can't eat, and I have to make sure that I eat and stay hydrated regularly, because otherwise that can cause problems with potassium channels in my heart, and then bad things happen. So thanks to everybody who wished me well. I know some people were asking, and I try and be as open and forthright about stuff, because obviously if I'm unwell, then I can't make content for you all to enjoy. Anyway, that's me done. I'm going to go and edit TEN now and hopefully get to bed before midnight, although it's nearly 6:15. I don't think that's going to happen. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, whatever you are doing. Stay safe. If you are in Texas and you still don't have water, I've got my fingers crossed for you that you will get it back soon. I think you've been amazing to just be so resilient to this point. And I know probably people haven't told you that, but I think it is very resilient and wonderful that you've been managing to keep yourselves sane, because it sucks when you don't have water. It sucks when you don't have power. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks to the list of names going by. Without you guys, as you all know, we'd never be able to make this. I'll be back tomorrow with more great content, but until then, keep evolving.